My name is Kimberly Allen, and I'm the CEO of 90 Forward. I'm a Jacksonville native, along with my parents, my husband, and our children. 90 Forward is an organization that is committed to helping end racism so that everyone thrives. And we do that in a number of ways. First, by creating spaces for dialogue, working to build trusting relationships, and ultimately moving together as a community towards collective action.
So I'm Tracy Towsey, and I was one of a handful of the founders of 90 Forward. Back in 2014 and 2015, a group of friends and coworkers were really reeling from the barrage of stories and viral videos of Black men and women and children being killed by police and white vigilantes, and really looking for a place to process it together and grapple with it among friends. Each of us was coming at those events with our own experiences and our own perspectives, and I think we all really learned a lot from each other and really felt supported by each other. And we're all really grateful for a place to have those conversations in a deeper and more meaningful way than we could in a lot of the other spaces in our lives.
I got involved with 90 Forward in 2016 when I saw the unfortunate video of Philando Castile being murdered by a police officer in front of his girlfriend and his child in the back seat. I was a mess when I came to work that day, and I locked myself in an office. And a friend came to me and said, we're meeting upstairs to talk about our feelings about the murder of Mr. Castillo and others. You should join me. I was honestly very skeptical at first, but when I entered the room and saw the different people who surrounded that table, and they were honest, they were raw, we were emotional, but we cared with compassion, and we talked at length about our feelings and actually move towards how can we do something that's more impactful with these words? How can we help others to have conversations like the one that we're having around the table today?
Our first project was the Race Cards Project. We were astounded by the number of people who wanted to participate in those conversations. And what we realized was how hungry people in our community were for an opportunity to engage and to find their place in this work. We are now a full-fledged organization with staff and hundreds of volunteers and collaborators, and we have several different projects and lots of ways for folks to get engaged.
Hello friends, my name is Darryl Smith, Market President of North Florida for Florida Blue. I was born and grew up in St. Augustine, Florida. After college, I moved to Jacksonville, where I've lived for the past 34 years. My wonderful wife, a native of Jacksonville, and I raised 3 wonderful children in this fair city. We love Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, like any other city, must address the issues that keep it from being a city where all of its citizens have an opportunity to reach their potential. The reality is that when we look at certain key indicators about the quality of life here in Jacksonville, we see some glaring racial disparities. To solve the issues, we must be able to discuss them, to hear them from various perspectives, not just our own. I believe 90 Forward can play a key role in our community, helping to convene individuals and to address these disparities in a respectful and effective manner. I've experienced their work through an exercise called Race Cards, where individuals get to experience and discuss the difficult topic of race in a safe environment, where their vulnerabilities are embraced and even encouraged. Leaders from all sectors of our community are working to make Jacksonville a great city for everyone.
I'm Nina Waters, president of the Community Foundation for Northeast Florida. Having been a part of this community for more than 40 years, I believe one of the best aspects of Jacksonville is that our community is so diverse. It's commendable what 90 Forward has been able to achieve in the past few years, By convening a wide range of voices in a reverent and honest manner, 90 Forward has advanced the conversations about race in Jacksonville and beyond that have been considered off limits or taboo for far too long.
Because our lens solely focuses on race, we have the ability to be bold and make statements and do the work necessary to address racism.
We were presented with an opportunity to work with the Equal Justice Initiative and to memorialize victims of racial terror lynchings.
Jacksonville has 7 known instances of terror lynchings and 8 victims. We acknowledge and recognize the life of these individuals by hosting soil collection ceremonies that are very sacred, and literally we collect the soil in which the individual's life was taken to ensure that it is encapsulated in history forever. The ultimate goal of the Jacksonville Community Remembrance Project is to claim our pillar from Montgomery, Alabama, and set up a sacred space here in our city so that we can acknowledge those victims of terror lynching, and again, ensuring that we do not repeat history. Volunteers are hugely important to our organization. When you are volunteering with 90 Forward, you are also doing the work necessary to make yourself a better community member, in addition to helping others on their journey as they want to become better community members.
Being an ally, I think, is about listening. It's not about having all the right ideas or all the right words or taking the lead on anything. I think it's about listening and following. It's also about speaking up and taking action, even when it's a little bit scary or comes with a cost.
90 Forward is focusing on removing barriers to our city reaching its potential. I believe it is a solution that we should all embrace in order to make our city, what we all want our city to become, a great city.
We all want Jacksonville to grow and be the choice destination for families and businesses. We will only achieve this goal if we have an inclusive community that allows everyone to thrive as their most authentic selves. This is at the heart of the work of 90 Forward, for everyone is able to achieve more in a world without racism.
We are so grateful for any and everyone who has contributed to the greatness that has come out of 90 Forward. It is because of people like you who have volunteered their time, their talents, and their treasures that we are here able to do the work of helping to end racism so that everyone thrives.